fellow DSN and DSI member, Dr. Ben. We just met in San Antonio, Ben. That was a lot of fun at the Mark Costas Dental Success Summit. Did you guys enjoy yourself?
Yeah, we had a great time. It was a little warm outside, but it was good.
Yes. It was just, they set the temperature to nacho oven out there for you. But yes, that was a great event. So we talked there, and you are looking to hire an associate with your awesome wife, Risa. Tell us why you're looking for dentist help. Do you have too many patients, booked out too far? Tell us about that.
Well, a combination of things. I could probably add another half dentist right now with their current load, but my current associate, he's been with us 5 years, and he decided he wanted to go, him and his wife, they're young and they want to go live abroad for a while. So
live abroad. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. They're on their way out starting January 1st. So I'm going to be in desperate need to try to fill a spot. So
you cannot dentist with a third hand, right? So that's one of the things. You set up a practice where you have associate dentists delivering awesome care. So I love that we have a running start at this. We have, 6+ months notice. So let's break down why you're looking for an associate. Your associate is leaving for a good reason, live abroad. That means that your associate has a schedule. Tell us a little bit about what procedures would this associate be doing in your practice?
So being in a small town, we do not have specialists anywhere close. Our nearest specialist is an orthodontist an hour and a half away.
Wow.
But if you want to get to a periodontist or an oral surgeon, it's a 2.5 hour drive away to get to one.
Wow.
So as a result, over the years, patients have put a lot of pressure on us to expand our skills. So there's not much that we don't offer at our office. And of course, there's those things that are just too far outside of our expertise. But for the most part, we offer everything. And so that opens the door to an associate being able to expand their skills in dentistry to be able to offer those same things. Because go ahead.
No, I was just say that I talk about the 3 M's, Ben: mentorship, money, and morale. And what I can probably tell already is you are able, and your wife able, to help with them expanding those skills, because you made the mention of it being like a real world residency. Give me an example of that. Can they learn extractions from you? Can they learn endo from you? What are some of these things they can learn?
Yeah, all the above. So I do IV sedation. So we do a lot of third molars, and we do a lot of endo. In any office, there's an opportunity to do a lot of endo, and in our particular office, we do the majority of the endo that comes through. So anything that's within our skill set, we're more than happy to hold their hand and mentor them through. We also, a lot of the advanced training that we went through, we would send them to as well, because we want them versed at the same level that we're at. And so it's important for us, for them to get the same level of CE and get them up to speed as soon as possible, to be able to offer the patients the same level of care that we offer them.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it sounds like a really collaborative approach where you guys are dentisting on the same level to help patients who either do not want to or cannot leave for a lot of specialty care. Let's talk a little bit about the compensation. Someone says, hey, this job is for me. I'd like to come work with Drs. Ben and Risa. I totally get it, but I got to tell my spouse, how much money could I expect to earn there for a year? So whether you use your current associate's salary or what you expect, what would you share with our audience so they could kind of expect in income range wise?
Sure. I mean, a lot of it depends on the associate and their skill level and what their what procedures they can offer, and so what they can produce essentially. So we do have a guarantee, no matter what, it never expires. So when they come out, let's say they're fresh out of school and they don't really have a whole lot of tools in the toolbox, then they don't have to worry about within 3 months that they've got to be to a certain level to make a certain amount of money. So, and that'll never expire. But after that, what does that mean? Well, it kind of depends on how much you want to work. So my current associate, he works 4 days a week, but he works 6-hour days. He
Oh,
doesn't
cool.
work full days. And so, he's consistently getting paid in the 200 to 250 range, just depending on what he does.
That's great. And for the hours you're putting with dentistry, that's really, it's like 100 hours a month. And, sounds like, he probably can earn $15,000 to $20,000 a month in a month. So it really is an opportunity to not have a crazy 46-hour work week with clinical dentistry. No one always said, Ben, dental hours, they're dog year hours, right? 1 hour at the chair is not, it's like, I think it's equivalent to more than just 1 hour of regular work. So I think when you have a healthy balance like that. So we've talked about the mentorship, we've talked about the morale, we've talked about the money, talked about your why, which is a great why, talked how you're looking for the right person. I have a few other questions, but is there anything else you wanted to add at this time? I told our audience here, they can go on dentistjobconnect.com to connect with you for this position in Yuma, Colorado. You can text Yuma to 215-798-9897. Anything else you'd like to add at this time about it?
I would just encourage you, if you're interested in relocating and you like rural or agriculture communities at all, or they have any interest to you, to really look at this opportunity, because we really do take a lot of pride in our offices, and they're up to date. We try to keep the latest technology in the offices, and a lot of people, I think, when they think of a small rural practice, they think of a pretty slow practice that may not have a whole lot of technology, but that's not our philosophy, I guess.
I love that. I mean, what's interesting is some of these practices, like you've alluded to, there's a requirement for sometimes more technology because you got to do all the things in-house, right? And where I am, I can, refer to specialists literally down the street at times, literally the town over. So it's really cool that you've created this little dental center, this dental center where you can learn the most up-to-date technology from. And when did you graduate from dental school?
I graduated in 2012.
Yeah, so I was 2002. So you're like 10 years younger than me. And that means you're working with vibrant practice owners who want to work with someone for the right reason. As I wrap up, I want to ask you, so we met at the bar in person at the Dental Success Summit. Mark is such a close friend. They're a sponsor of the group, the Dental Success Summit and Dental Success Network and DSI. But being part of that group, how does it help you and your wife as practice owners? Are you guys DSI members too, or just DSN? Both are good. Tell us a little bit about your experience with them.
Yeah, we've been with DSI since 2015, 2016. So we're part of some of the earlier groups when the group was pretty small. It's grown a lot, but the information and the camaraderie you build throughout, especially the mastermind group, there's a reason that we've stuck with it. I mean, you just can't even comprehend the amount of knowledge that you get from that group. And the mastermind model, as opposed to just a consultant model where you have your peers actually helping doing the consulting, it's like nothing compares to it, really. So that's why we really stick with it.
And I think, my 3 M's fit the same thing for every dentist, right? I talk about, hey, you're going to offer mentorship, money, and morale to your associate. And I think what DSI does for my brother and I does the exact same thing. Talks about mentorship. Everyone needs mentorship, helps you with morale.
Absolutely.
And then the goal is to be as profitable as possible in an ethical way so you can make good decisions for your career in life, make good decisions. I think it's crazy to me when dental school charges $600,000 and makes you kind of feel weird for charging people money for dentistry. I think it is one of the most toxic things ever. Oh, hi, I would like $600,000 for your degree. Cool. Can we talk about how we charge patients? Oh, just treat people nicely and you'll make money, which is literally the worst advice in the history of advice for staying in business.
Yeah, I haven't heard that before, but I agree with that. Dental school has got a lot of problems. I mean, it's just so when Mark and his team, they talk about why profitability in an ethical way matters. It matters for so many reasons. You saw the people on stage, like my friend, Dr. Jamie, telling you they unlock these worlds that help your teams, that help your patients. I always think it's just like why would patients want a dentist to make more money? Well, A, hopefully they like their dentist, but B, they can afford the technology to help deliver better care, right? They can bring things into the practice. So I think that we should have authentic conversations about all these things. And
from patient-centered care, profitability, and the people in our office. So I appreciate you kind of sharing that and you're role modeling that with your wife. So we have until January to solve this problem, so we can get people who are finishing up a residency, finishing up something now. Can they connect with you, learning about how to get a Colorado license, or what would be the best way to connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, probably the easiest way is to just email me at ben@yumafamilydental.net if you're interested. And yeah, we can hook up from there. And one thing I didn't tell you is hopefully, depending on when the associate, I can bring the associate on prior to that with
cool.
I have arrangements built in with my former associate that we definitely can bring them on immediately, or it can be later on. It doesn't really matter. There's not a set day. But hopefully by that January 1st deadline, our expansion will be complete, where we're adding 3 more ops on. So we'll have 9 ops instead of 6.
Cool. That's it. Well, love what you guys are doing. I want to encourage you, come to Philadelphia and have some cheesesteaks, sea, and camaraderie with us. And thanks so much for supporting us. Go to dentistjobconnect.com to apply for this job in Yuma, Colorado, or text Yuma to 215-798-9897. Thanks so much, Dr. Ben.
Awesome. Thanks.